The Witch Twins. It was a bright morning when the twins Lena and Mara reached their 9th birthday. As soon as they got up, they ran excitedly into their mother's bedroom. Lena was the first to arrive. Mom, we're 9 years old. Today is our big day. And where Lena is, Mara can't be missing. Yes, we can't wait to go into the forest this evening. Elena smiled lovingly and sat up. My dear girls, I know how much you've been looking forward to this day. It's going to be a very special evening. During breakfast, the twins were bubbling with excitement and talked non-stop about the upcoming ceremony. Their eyes shone with anticipation and they could hardly sit still. I dreamed about it all night, Mom. I dreamed that my companion was a beautiful deer, said Lena. And I dreamed that my companion was a strong wolf. It was so real, as if he was waiting for me, Mara added. Her older sister Sophia, who had already received her animal companion 5 years ago, sat down with them. I still remember my 9th birthday well. It was magical. You'll love it. Sophia, tell us again what it was like when you got your companion, Lena asked her older sister. Even though Sophia knew that the girls already knew the story, she told it to them again. Well, after the cleaning in the forest pond, I felt a deep connection to nature. Then my companion, a majestic eagle, appeared. It was as if we had always belonged together. And then the magic happened. I absorbed the eagle into myself, and since that day I can transform into an eagle, but you already know all that, Sophia said to her sisters, smiling at them. I hope my companion will be just as special, Lena said to her mother. Me too. I'm so excited I can hardly sit still, said Mara, looking out the window towards the forest. Of course it will be a special animal, one that suits you perfectly. And Lena will also get a companion that suits her nature. In the evening, the sisters and their mother set off into the forest. The moon shone brightly, bathing the forest in a silvery light. The trees cast long shadows and the air was filled with the sounds of the night. When they arrived at the forest pond, the ceremony began. Elena spoke the ancient words of purification and the twins stepped into the pond one after the other, accompanied by their older sister, who kept a close distance to make sure nothing went wrong. The water was cool and clear and the girls felt a tingling energy flowing through their bodies. After the ceremony, they waited excitedly on the bank. The tension was almost tangible and the girls held hands as they stared into the darkness. Suddenly, a magnificent deer appeared in front of Lena. His eyes radiated wisdom and strength, and his antlers sparkled in the moonlight. The deer slowly approached Lena and lowered his head as if to greet her. Look, Mara. My companion is a deer. Just as I dreamed, Lena said to her sister. At the same time, a large, grey wolf stepped out of the shadows and approached Mara. His eyes sparkled with intelligence and loyalty, and he moved with a smooth elegance that took Mara's breath away. And mine is a wolf. They are perfect for us, Mara confirmed to her twin sister. Elena and Sophia proudly watched the bond that formed between the twins and their animal companions. The animals seemed to accept the girls and bond with them. You have found your companions. They will accompany and protect you on your journey. From today on, you too can transform into the animal that was meant for you. But of course you have to keep this secret and no one is allowed to see you during the transformation, their mother warned the girls. The girls nodded seriously as they understood the meaning of their mother's words. They knew that this was a big secret that they had to protect. Welcome to the world of the forest witches, Lena and Mara. Your journey has only just begun. And Sophia hugged her sisters. After the ceremony in the forest was over, Elena, Sophia, Lena and Mara made their way home. The moon was still shining brightly and illuminating their path through the forest. The girls could hardly contain their excitement and jumped around happily while talking about their new companions. When they got home, a surprise awaited them. The table was festively set and colorful garlands hung everywhere. Elena had prepared a small party to celebrate her daughter's special day. Surprise! I thought we could end this special day with a little celebration, their mother said to the girls. The girls beamed with joy and sat down at the table. There were their favorite foods and a big birthday cake that Elena had baked herself. During the meal, they talked about the ceremony and their new companions. Mom, it was so magical. I can't believe that I now have a deer as a companion, and Lena was still excited. And I have a wolf. I feel so strong and brave. It was just like in my dream. After dinner, Elena led the girls into the garden where they were to practice their first transformation. The garden was large and offered enough space for the girls to try out their new skills. Remember that you have to concentrate. Feel the connection to your companions and let the magic flow through you. Lena closed her eyes and concentrated on the image of the deer in her head. She felt the magic flowing through her body and suddenly she was transformed into a magnificent deer. Her eyes shone with joy as she looked at her new legs and antlers. Look, Mom. I did it. There Lena stood right in front of her mother, transformed into a deer. Mara followed her sister's example and concentrated on the wolf. She too felt the magic and transformed into a large, grey wolf. She ran a few steps and felt the power and elegance of her new body. This is incredible. I feel so free. It's so beautiful, I can hardly describe it. Mara ran through the garden in wolf form to test her new skills. Elena and Sophia proudly watched the girls' first transformations. They knew that Lena and Mara would have many adventures with their new abilities. You did it, my dears. Remember to keep this secret and use your abilities wisely. The girls nodded and transformed back into their human form. They hugged their mother and sister and felt ready for the future that lay ahead of them.